WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. And we have our special guests. Yay! We have Deep Dark Lake. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. I am going to have each of you introduce yourself. And this is your second album, second EP?
No.
No, as a band? Oh, is it? No. Oh, no, because it was you. The last time it was a cassette that you had put out. Yes.
Yeah.
But you guys play in so many different bands.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourself and then talk a little bit about how you got into music, whatever else, and then we'll kind of get it back to the whole band after that.
Okay. You get to start, Joel.
Why?
How'd you get into music?
How
Tell
did I get
people
Yeah.
what they
My
wanna
name's
know.
Joel. I got into music because they needed someone to play drums in the 6th grade band. Let's be real.
I like that. Your parents were okay with, all right, I guess you can do the drums.
Right, exactly.
Because I love this question because you learn a lot about the parents as much as about the person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bring it back to that because when I was a kid, my dad had a bass guitar in the house that he had used when he played in bands when he was younger. And it's a very valuable bass guitar that's still in the family right now. And I thought it was really cool and kind of got obsessed with it. But then I eventually switched to playing guitar, which I mostly do now. But I still play bass. Oh, sorry.
That's great, though. Because I did not grow up in a musical family. The opposite. I mean, we listened to a lot of music. We were music appreciators for sure. But the ones who were told, you don't have to sing every note in school. It's okay if you don't sing every, quite honestly, like, sometimes, this would be the line I would get. Sometimes singing is like praying twice to God. Some of you don't need to pray twice. And you know who you are.
I don't think I've ever prayed. So.
Well, this is something. Now you know something about my parents. I mean, we're not very practiced of any. None of us are very practicing of anything. But we learned. What I will say, if you go to a school like you, they're quick to tell you what you're not good at, which is a gift.
Yeah.
But so to have something like a bass that you could attach to as a kid, to me, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell people your name?
My name is Lane.
Yes.
I'm Craig.
Craig? Yeah.
I don't even remember how. I thought it would make me cooler and more interesting if I played guitar. If I could lay out the Sweet Child of Mine riff, then maybe everybody would see my true value and worth as at a school where I was otherwise kind of an outcast.
Did it work?
No, not at all. But then you just kind of, once it gets its hooks in, you're done.
I purposely never learned that riff. I know I could play it, but it just seemed beneath me.
How dare you? How dare you?
Kid.
I wanted all of the 8th grade chicks to know that Craig can play Sweet Child of Mine. But off time. Didn't work out.
I think that's fantastic. I mean, I think we all have a vision. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And how did you guys get together?
Well, we've known each other since the early 90s because we're old. And
You're in good company in this room.
you're right. We all played, in clubs together when we were younger. We all played with each other's bands, and we just have known each other forever and decided. Well, they decided to allow me to play drums with them right before COVID, and then that's about it. I don't know.
Oh.
It's more complicated than that. We were all big fish in a small pond, so we'd end up playing a lot on a lot of the same. These guys used to open up for my band a lot.
Well, and this is where let people know what other bands you're in, because I know some of the other bands you're in. But yes,
Lane was in Houston, which had the dorkiest following ever. It's 99.9% dudes and a couple of girlfriends who were brought there against their will.
yes.
All the dudes are trying to take pictures of my pedal
I was just
board.
gonna say that. They're filming his pedal board. What is this guy up to? It's a mathletes event.
I literally put stickers over some of the pedal labels just to throw people off. But I figured if they actually asked, I would tell them. But if they just took pictures,
But if they get up the nerve to ask you, then you just
then I
rip
would
it
tell
yourself.
them.
Yeah.
But if they're just up there taking pictures, sorry, dude. Just sticker over the face.
He was also in a band called the Spittin' Cobras, and we were just debating this at the pub before we came here. The Spittin' Cobras is kind of sexual.
I
It
could say I didn't name
It
the
could
band.
be.
The Spinning Cobras. I don't want to dig too far into
I
this.
was gonna
but
say we should. Yeah.
I think
I don't know.
That was
And-
just a
and-
fun band. We weren't too serious by any means.
I liked them.
Yeah, I thought they were great. We played a bunch of and
Can we
Joel
not talk
was
about
in,
that band anymore?
I just wanted to. And Joel was in Sadie Foster, who was amazing, and who I loved. I was like genuinely fans of their bands. Sadie Foster in particular was incredible. And then he was in.
Lane was in Dogshine back in the day.
Dogshine.
We always,
Dogshine was
you know,
amazing.
we always played together.
And he was also in Motion City soundtrack. He doesn't like to talk about it, but he was for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then he quit.
Yeah.
And we were in the Rockford Mules, and we've just known each
Well,
other
that's
forever.
that's what I think is so interesting to play, and then how you find yourself together in this permutation at this time.
Sure.
Hit it.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know. I just have a thing for like I sit in my basement every night and make songs, and these guys were cool. Especially Joel has been a guy that I can bounce stuff off of, and I'm no good at making beats, but he's obviously a drummer, so it works out perfect. And Craig is just our like coach. in a sense.
He's a better bass player than me. So like I've written nothing in this band. I've written like
That's
a
not
handful.
true.
Generally speaking, I've
You
written,
wrote the drop down. Oh wait, that was the.
That
I'm
was
just
I
kidding.
did write that fucking drop. Oh
That's okay.
my god.
You'll have to put a quarter in the jar.
You guys are
But
gonna
we'll-
get shut down. Sorry.
Anyways,
These guys write all the music. I do all. I get us here in the room with you.
That's
my
awesome.
job.
all the jobs are important.
For sure.
Yes.
I mean, and that's what makes it work. Is you can't have three people who can get everyone in the room and nobody can write a song, and vice versa. You know, or
Right.
everyone can write a song and nobody can.
It works out.
Ship it
good.
out, yeah.
It works out good because definitely we would not be here had it not been for Craig.
These guys would be hiding in their apartments, in their homes, in their
In the
basements.
corner.
In the basements.
In the corner.
Nah. I just wrote this. I wrote
Why
another
is
7
no
songs.
one
today.
listening to my song?
Right.
There are a lot of people that people think that when the music is done, the job is done, and that's just not at all.
And that's just not my world. As far as promoting, especially stuff that I write, I feel so self-conscious of it that I'm not going to be like, listen to this song I wrote. It's amazing. I can't do that.
I think it's the rare bird that can. I think if you have someone who can promote it, who doesn't feel maybe I don't want to say not as attached, but hasn't given birth to it the same way that you have.
Right.
I have
You
no
know,
problem with it.
that's what I'm
my
saying.
job.
Yeah. Well, and it is easier, I think, if you're just a little removed from it.
Little, yeah. And plus, if what they were doing sucked, I wouldn't be going to bat for it. But I love what these guys do, so I'm always like, yeah. If you don't like our band, you suck. And so I'm like, I have no shame with not even being a little bit arrogant. Like, yeah, we're really good.
Whereas I would say, if you don't like our band, I'd be like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I made that
I'll
song.
try harder.
Yes, exactly.
What do you like, Barry
I have
Manilow?
no
I'm
problem.
totally going down that road. Well, yeah. I mean, I understand that, but everybody has different tastes.
For
So,
sure.
and I think that's a niche too, is being able to find the right folks to listen to the right. You're not
Well,
playing some 5-year-old's birthday party.
And I only write songs to make myself happy, and if other people like it, then that's great. But I could never write a song to make anyone else happy because I'm not in their head. So why would I do that?
I get that, but I think people are happy with the music that you write. But
Oh,
that's a
I hope so,
byproduct.
yeah.
I mean, but that's not the goal.
Yeah.
Well, I think that makes it more authentic. I mean, and I think when you're writing stuff that's going to make you happy,
Yeah.
the human experience is pretty. I mean, we all go down different roads, but at the end of the day, we all want to be happy. We all want this, that, and the other. And if you can hook into something that somebody else is another desire, another hope, or anger.
Yeah.
That seems to be a big one these days.
Well, that's
Step
in our
into
album title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes. Shall we play a song from the album?
Sure. I would like to play the song called "It's Just a Ride."
Oh, we have a tattoo story about this. That's so adorable.
Do you want to tell us the story before or
I
after?
do actually, because when we start, we've all known each other for like 30 years minimum. But he and I both have, and we didn't know this until after we started playing together. It's Just a Ride tattooed on our bodies. Like I have it on my arm. He has it on his chest,
Nice.
and it's from a Bill Hicks stand-up comedian who's dead now. And his whole thing was that you have to look at the world like it's just a ride. Like it's just like a ride at the amusement park. It's scary and blah blah blah. But don't take any of this stuff.
Nice.
What I did there?
Nice.
Too
Nice.
serious.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Let's see if I can get this playing. I was big talk about having this all downloaded, and then I.
For any reason, you will lose your show. No drinking or eating. Don't fuck around. We're gonna have a problem. You got a gun back there? Like if somebody pulls out a burrito, you're like, BAM!
Are we off the air? We can talk for
I
you.
hope
now?
You can talk. Yeah, we are. This is still going.
Yeah.
The video's still going, but the radio is So, yeah.
By the way, this is like Joel sent the groundwork for this song. I don't think I even played guitar. I think this is the only song that's on the
I think
record
I
that
know
I
this
didn't
is
even
probably-
play guitar on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the only song that I play guitar on this record.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And
when
you'll
I first
know it
heard
because
I
it's
was like,
amazing
oh my
guitar.
god. The melody came to me like, boom, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, Chris has sent it to me yesterday, so I've listened to it exactly one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you all so much for.
Mhm.
We like to be a little bit more on the game, but Lang has been sick, and spoiler, my mom's fine, but my mom was in the hospital all week.
Oh, no.
So we're like, call Krista.
Is she okay?
Yes, my mom. Yeah. You get to be a certain age, and your parents get to be a certain age, and suddenly you know where all the good bathrooms are at United Hospital. No, they actually, to be fair, she was offered bypass surgery, and they're like, we don't normally do that in someone in their 80s, but you're otherwise healthy.
Huh.
And then they decided we could just use medication. So it was a win-win-win, but it took 4 days to...
Nice.
4 days to...
But still rough though.
Yeah.
There's one part of me that's like, can these fuckers just die so we can move on? Jesus Christ.
That's the dichotomy that goes on in my head. It's like the balance between just heart-wrenching empathy and then just like balancing it with full-on nihilism.
See, I just said it in a more offensive way. It's the same point.
Right.
I like being a dyke. Aw, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, you do get a lot of weird aspirations in the wall. You're like, okay.
Don't be a coward. Play CDs.
Boy, a lot of people want whomever to dump their boyfriend.
Yeah, no, he could be a super nice guy.
Could be. But
No.
15 people have said dump him.
That is Deep Dark Lake, who we have in studio. Yay! Yay!
Look at us.
Tell me about this album. There's a lot of seems like a lot of Minnesota in it.
Yeah.
And mostly Minnesota music. I always like that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of kind of home stuff and dealing with
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
How would you guys describe it, or how intentional when you go in to do an album? You're like, let's do it on let's play only with our left hands this time, or let's make sure the theme is all about school, or
Well, when I write lyrics for songs, it's mostly like the hardest part is getting the first line, and then once I do it, it just kind of goes from there. And a lot of my stuff just comes from nostalgia. I grew up in northern Minnesota, and a lot of it just comes from the nostalgia of living there, you know, being a kid and just being freaking wild, you know. And yeah, I mean, it's where I'm from. It's part of me, and I guess it just kind of comes out in my words. But it's definitely a lot of nostalgia, just like longing for that childlike wonder, you know.
Yeah.
Things are much more difficult when you're an adult.
Aren't they? It is. You especially. I feel it in the summer, especially because you're like, what? Remember? I'm so bored, Mom. You know, can I just have one day if I'm so bored? Come on.
Now I understand now why when I said that to my parents, they were like, I will light you on fire.
I know, right?
Right.
I get it.
I'll give you something to be bored about, you know.
That was the thing. If you said that in my family,
yeah.
it's like, you want to go get some firewood?
You'd have a broom in your hand right away. There's some dishes that we could be using to, Is that where you often get the inspiration? But this album seemed more than the last to be.
Perhaps. I mean, a lot of these songs are written like periodically over the last 4 or 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years. And honestly, I never know what's going to happen lyrically, and a lot of times it's just a matter of just getting something out that rhymes, and it's really abstract for the most part.
I love that.
Because like when I get the idea of the song and the melody, I'm like, oh, well, I need a word to sing. I can't just scat sing it. So I'm really quick with just like whatever. That works. That fits the syllables for the beat. Let's go with it.
That's funny because a couple of weeks ago, I asked him about a line in a song, and I was like, why did you... And I hate the month of June. And I was like, why did you isolate the month of June? It's like, because it rhymed. That's a good answer.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm definitely more in tune with like the notes and the melodies than the lyrics. So lyrics are literally kind of an afterthought of just figure something out. Make it work. Hopefully it rhymes. And go from there. And then, you know, a lot of times I think maybe there's some slightly profound stuff that I stumble across, but
this is true.
For the most part, I'm just trying to get it done.
So do you set out a time like I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna write or play music for an hour, or do you wait for the inspiration to come? Or
no, the biggest thing is I just don't try.
There are a lot of people going,
testify.
yeah.
It's a Chuck Bukowski thing, and it's so true. And before I even knew that Chuck Bukowski said that, I found it so true. Like every time I would sit down and try to write, like say I heard a really good song on the radio, I'd be like, oh, I'd love to write a song like that. Every time I tried to do that, it failed spectacularly. On the other hand, if I'm just sitting around, and usually I kind of start with a beat, and the beat sets the mood, and I don't try. I just like, what is the beat giving me? Or a lot of times I'll come up with a guitar riff, which is usually done while I'm watching like a hockey game and just noodling on my guitar. I'm like, oh, that sounded pretty cool. And then I'm like, the next change kind of writes itself. I'm like, oh, there's the basis for a song. And so that's where I go, and I start recording it usually right away because I'm ADHD and get hyper focused on it. And if I wake up the next day, usually I haven't finished it. If I wake up the next day and I'm not interested in doing it anymore, then it's done. But if I'm like, wake up the next day, I'm like, can't wait to finish the song. Then it's those are the ones that make it. And that's like probably 75% of them, generally. And I'm not afraid to write really simple chord changes and kind of ones that have been used 1,000 times, but they've been used 1,000 times for a reason. So that's kind of where I go.
There's one song, and I can't even remember which song it was, but I was like, this sounds like a surf punk song. It's not. And it doesn't, of your ear, and I was like, oh, nice, because I think you do some interesting things with different sounds, you know?
Sure, yeah. I never heard surf punk.
I was thinking about, I'm guessing Michelle.
But yeah, maybe my Michelle, or not my Michelle. I wish you knew.
That's Guns N' Roses. That's a different band.
Yeah.
They've actually got a pretty promising future, I think,
if they hold it together.
Yeah.
Do you want to play another song?
Sure.
We can play as many as we want. I mean, what would you like to?
We could do either.
Gentle and Loving.
Let's do Gentle and Loving, sure.
Okay, you got to give me 1 minute to find it. Anything you want to tell us about this song before we, or you can tell it after.
Again, most of the lyrics are kind of abstract, but it's kind of based on. I grew up in northern Minnesota, and every summer there'd be a news story on like the local news of a black bear getting stuck in a tree in like some residential neighborhood, and firemen would have to come get it out. And it's like, I guess it's kind of I'm comparing myself to that bear.
Awesome. Here we go. My friend's brother is a cop in Duluth.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I'm going to send this to Jim.
Yeah. I have an uncle that was a cop in Duluth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Jim just retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably knows my uncle passed away a couple years ago. He had worked on the railroad tracks for years. And
Okay.
Asbestos and
Oh.
what's that called? The lung cancer. But he
What's
was a
that
cop.
called? The old.
I don't know. That's a word for
The old timey mesothelioma.
mesothelioma. Yeah, I
There
don't know
you
how
go.
to say it. But I'm sure they probably know.
Yeah,
each
I bet.
other.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
my friend, but he was in my sister's class. I mean, he grew up in St. Paul,
Okay.
but I think he's worked in Duluth most of his. I mean, I think he's,
I'm sure he knew my
you know,
uncle then.
went to cop school, became a cop,
Yeah.
and because he retired pretty young for being able to retire.
Yeah. Huh?
But yeah, they always have stories about that. That was I walk all the time. I'm like, please let me see a black bear while I'm walking down by the river. And I'm like, what would I do? I'd push my friend over and I'd run like hell. That's what I.
So what's the most fucked up, weird, stupid thing somebody did in this space when you were hosting? Anybody get... No, I mean, just like in this process. Anybody get stupid or do anything crazy?
One time, this was still on, and I think and I'm talking to someone, and we both totally forget that this is, and it wasn't, we didn't say it, but we're like, I'm like, damn it, and I'm going to have to edit that shit, because we both had said nothing, you know, like, I hate this person or anything else, but I think it was something we said something shady that we're like, so that's about as worse as it gets. We did have Surly Girly, and God love them, they played, two of them came in and played, and then they rewrote all the lyrics because they're young. They're like, we don't want to swear, we don't want to. So they did it, and I could see like faithfully reading so she doesn't say f bombs all over the shop, and then sets the guitar down, and it immediately fuck. I'm like, that is what can you do? That's honest. The effort was made. The effort was made. No, I think if you could drink in here, if it was later at night, you might get more. But we kind of the community people almost always have the daytime shows, so.
And the college doesn't want us to a bunch of haters. It doesn't want us in here partying and enjoying ourselves.
Right. I think there was an incident because I also have to leave my
Oh,
diet.
they
I leave
spilled
my Diet Cokes in the hall. Yeah, there's very
That's what's really happening.
yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a valid concern.
Yeah. Yeah, it's equal opportunity, no. And there's a sign somewhere, you will lose your show.
Yeah,
Probably,
right there.
I was going to say, it's probably several places, yeah. Like,
Is there-
okay.
if I remember right, there's a bathroom, like...
Yes. You know what? Because I'll show you where it is. Do you want to
The
play
songs
another?
I mean.
Yeah. Do you want to
No,
play
no,
another
I can't.
song?
I'm good. I'm good. We can go back.
Next song. Cause
Terrible timing. Or I could give you a really good story to tell.
Well, that would, yeah, you could be the next. All right,
Yeah.
we're back. Now we're on the radio as well as
Okay.
the taping. So we've got Deep Dark Lake in studio. Yeah,
Yay.
listening to some of the new album. Tell us about you've got a release coming out on August 8th.
Mhm.
Tell us about the show. What are you looking forward to?
I know that it's at Mortimer's on August 8th, and I don't know much more than that. Craig,
I know, like, I'm going to turn the camera over here.
Okay, we're playing at Mortimer's on August 8th with our friends Modern Dads, actually,
They're great.
drummer, they're really good. The drummer for Modern Dads I was in a hardcore band, Drool, way back in the 90s. We were amazing. We were way better than their bands.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, everybody heard that.
Yeah.
City Pages, I think that was the cover article, was in the City Pages, like, Drool is better than Houston and Sadie Foster. I was like, you don't need to do it like that, but they insisted. Anyway, he plays drums in it. They're like a noise rock-ish type band, but that's an oversimplification. But they, the name Modern Dads, it's kind of in the same boat as us. Like,
Okay, back to the show.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I see how this well-oiled machine works.
Where the doors will open everybody knows what time this happens. The doors are going to happen at the same time the doors always happen. It's going to cost like $15. It's going to be too late. No, we'll probably first we have Eric Tassa, who we played with, Rockford Mule Singer, one of the most underrated solo artist people in the state, if not the upper Midwest, as far as I'm concerned. And then Modern Dads, then us, and then there's a DJ guy from Eau Claire who's going to apparently tear the roof off. I guess
I'm all for it. Let's go.
It's going to be fun.
That's it. That's an interesting lineup to end with a DJ like that. That's
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we've been nobody's going to want to play rock and roll after we do.
That's fair.
First off,
that's fair.
And we wrote like a very clinical set that we've been working on for like the past 6 weeks, and I feel like a professional wrestler. Like, we're gonna go out there on Saturday and we're gonna smack,
That's you really have everything lined up, everything all planned, and
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's all news to me. So
you just keep showing up and read the songs in order on the piece of paper that's in front of you, and you're good. Leave everything else to me. Don't think too much about it.
And I feel like you might not notice it was the same order every night. Like, oh, it's a new list. I would be that way myself.
Well, he keeps bugging me like every practice, like, you need to write a set list. I'm like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I don't.
But he finally did. And I was like, all right, this is now the law. This is coming down on a stone tablet. Ooh, I just almost said the F word. From God. This is the set list. Thunk. Playing that.
Mm-hmm.
You could Charlie Parr it, make a list, and then play nothing off that list.
These guys have got so many songs.
Yeah.
They're like guided by voices.
I'd like to Fugazi it. Where
I
we
was just going to say the same thing, yeah. Just Fugazi at any song is, you got to be ready to play it at any given moment.
It's fun to see both types of shows.
Yeah.
Well, and I like the idea. I mean, I like Mort's. I see a lot of music. I'm not someone who wants a show to start at 7. That's too early.
Sure. It's too early. We learned that.
It's too. I mean, depending on what kind of music and all that, but Mort's can go late.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So having the band, having the DJ at the end, I think is genius, because sometimes if you sort of go, well, it's 1:30 now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine at midnight, but now it's 1:30.
Well, we did this thing with the Rockford Mules where and I've been working on this for literally probably 10 years now, of teaching people, but getting making it normal to have like a 7 o'clock show on a Sunday or on a Saturday for people, because I don't want to be out that late, and it doesn't work. You can't get 11:30 energy at 8 o'clock.
No. If you're a singer-songwriter, it'll work, but you guys aren't singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yes, that's exactly spot on.
Some music is meant to be had with a few beers.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just it is a very different vibe.
Every time I've even had a band practice when it's daylight, I'm like, what
are we doing? This is weird. It's like walking out of an Applebee's half drunk at 2 p.m. This is wrong.
This is somebody else's life.
Yeah.
This is, one of the things I like about summer is the later, but then I'm at the show and it's still daylight. I like it because I live near here, so I can walk right up to the turf club, which saves me $9 in an Uber. And I like the exercise and all that. But then you're like, it's still daylight. This doesn't feel.
This feels weird.
Yeah. Should we play another one?
Oh,
so what would you want to play?
Joel, it's your choice.
No, I picked the last one, kind of.
What? But you didn't even
fell asleep in my car.
or
Oh,
Make
good.
Up Off, or whatever.
Or Make Up Off. Make Up Off. That's Joel's
Yeah.
favorite song.
Yeah.
And he's always like, Make Up Off. Make Up Off.
Okay, I'm going to start it here.
He wrote this about his sister, who was a goth kid in school, right?
Yeah,
That's
kinda,
true.
yeah,
Give me a
that's
little
the
bar of
basis
music.
of it. Yeah, it's pretty abstract, but yeah.
I like that song, but yeah, I think that's.
Yeah. My favorite musician on the planet is John Frusciante, and I read an interview with him once where, for his solo works, when he writes lyrics, he's like, sometimes it's just words that create emotion. There's nothing really to it, but I think it makes people feel in a weird way, and I kind of subscribe to that theory sometimes.
I like that.
Yeah.
There are just certain words with a combination of the imagery of something
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Good. Should I show you where that?
Yeah, please.
It's just as tricky enough that I don't want to send you. We did have a band get lost one time.
I want to say it's that way.
It is. The two Carters that everyone wants.
Smarty.
Do not bring that in here.
No, no. I don't have our air conditioning at home, so I'm very sad.
Yeah, it's rough.
This ongoing heat. I like the heat, but I don't like it for 3 weeks solid.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's- Try to see if I can find. This is what I love. The ones from a long time ago, they have little notes like that they're local bands.
yeah,
and, so
yeah.
and I was librarian for many years. I
Yeah.
just love. They've got all the color coding and.
I think Extreme Noise does that on their albums. Every sticker has like, oh, hardcore punk from Sweden with
Nice.
D-beat, you know.
Yeah.
That makes.
Yeah.
I love it. Deep Dark Lake in studio on Mostly Minnesota Music. I'm WMCM 91.7 FM in St. Paul. Whew, got that in.
Yeah.
Got that in. Got that in. Yeah, was your sister thrilled that you wrote a song about her?
My sister has passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I had
it's
missed
fine.
it. I'm like,
No, it's fine. It was years ago, but she's definitely still, of course, a big part of my life. She's my only sibling, so she kind of pops up in a lot of my songs. She was super artistic too, and like kind of a weirdo freak, and I love her to death, and all is well. And yeah, she's a muse in a certain sense.
well, in goth and I mean, guess I'm a hot minute older than you all because goth in the 90s, certainly goth in the 80s was that was a choice. That was definitely where you were going to be a little. Then I think it got to be a little cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was kind of wild too because her best friend was one of the only openly gay guys that I knew at the time, and he was a total sweetheart and total. I mean, kind of Boy George punk rock kind
Nice.
of vibe.
So yeah, I
And
love that.
super cool, and just the nicest guy ever. And she was best friends with them, and I thought that was just so cool, being sort of an outcast myself, not necessarily to that extent, but especially at the time. But you know, I thought it was so cool.
Well, and I kind of love the homage to it because I think, you know, my kids are 21 to 26, you know, so, and yeah, being openly gay now, that's a very different choice than it was in the late 80s and the early 90s and even some past that, and just to give honor to the shoulders that people are standing on.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what I like about So Much of
Especially
Your
from
album, yeah.
being from northern Minnesota, where it's pretty redneck, you know.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, but it's a gorgeous area.
Oh, I love it to death. Yeah, it's great.
And I
just came back from there today. Actually, I was up there. My family's still all up there, so
nice. I always, because so much good music comes out of there, and I always wonder what the impact of having just that gorgeous beauty, and it's kind of it's very much to me like Western Ireland, where it's, you know, it's a terrible beauty. You know, there's a lot of, well, you think about like on the range, and I think I'd love to go and see the range, you know, but it's an art of emptiness. There's an art of of negative spaces. I don't want to say negativity, but you know, that kind of.
Well, and northern Minnesota, to me, like, I grew up close to Lake Superior, and it's such a beast. It can be so beautiful at times and so menacing at times, especially in the winter when the storm comes in and those waves are just massive. And I feel like when I moved to Minneapolis, like, I kind of felt kind of landlocked, and I still do to a certain extent. I like having a large body. It seems like an escape to me, you know?
I was just talking to somebody about that because I'm from the Twin Cities. So to me, the river suffices. I love the river. I love the motion of it and all of that. But I lived in Ireland for years, and I have a daughter who lives in Portland. She just sent me, Portland, Oregon, she just sent me a picture of the beach. And I'm like, yeah, I could see where you'd get used to. And Lake Superior is about, I mean, it's as close to an ocean as we're going to get in Minnesota, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I mean, there's Nokomis. I mean, Grant, we're there. But, you know, I mean, but there is just something that's very...
I feel like the air smells different, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, funny, because the theme today is landmarks. We just played the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, I was waiting. I had a record, the Edmund Fitzgerald joke right there, and I was like, it's not a real winner of a joke. But the dude was like, oh yeah, he's got that old "Get Your Goomy" singing to him.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a great song.
That's fantastic. No, I mean, I just think that there is something. Now, I'm looking at either side. Are you from the Twin Cities originally, or are you from? Yeah.
I'm from up by him.
Okay.
Well, I'm from the Iron Range, a small town in the middle of nowhere.
Try
Deer
me.
River.
Oh yeah.
You know Deer River?
Yeah, because I know the superintendent, I think.
Of the school?
Yeah.
I have no idea who that even is.
Yeah. Well, yes, because of my day job.
What's your day job?
You know what I do? And then we'll move on to a new subject. I do a lot of work for the Blandon Foundation.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. People from northern Minnesota. Oh, okay.
I was born in Virginia. So.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I know Virginia very well. So every now and again I get to drive around there. I mean, I just think I love to see the giant hockey stick. I love to go around the new bridge there that's, why can't I say the name? Tomjanovich. What's the senator, named after the senator?
Bondbridge?
It doesn't matter.
Maybe.
The name will come back. It will come to me, but I'm just getting it wrong. I just think that there are so many things. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. It's like a postcard.
Yeah. Move up there.
I'm very much. And you're from the Twin Cities?
I am, yeah.
No, he's not. He's from Coon Rapids.
No, I'm not.
Let's keep it real.
I'm from Spring Lake Park, yeah.
Oh, Spring Lake Park. That's right.
No, see, Coon Rapids. My
See,
dad had a car wash there for many years.
Oh.
There you go.
You're going to ask which one out of politeness? Or no? Jesus, man.
No, that's fine. Should we play another song? I'm having so much fun talking. I have no idea what time it is.
It's 3:47 p.m.
All right, then we have time for it. You want to play another song?
Sure.
Should we play?
I don't know. These are the problems we have. Yes, sir.
Fell asleep in my car.
Okay.
Go
It's
for
the
it.
best song we ever wrote. I literally want this song played at my funeral. I think that this is Lane's finest moment. I really do.
And again, I just got all this yesterday. I've listened to everything once, but this one I was like, this was my favorite.
I told you.
Yeah.
fuckers. Oh!
All right, we're gonna go right to the.
Jeez. That's 3 times now.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
We hopefully don't. Yeah, I'm sure no one from the FCC is listening. We're good. And I'm just
There's nobody at the FCC right now
Well,
that's
that's
working.
true. That's true too. Oh,
They were all fired.
exactly. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is the one that's got the. Sorry, because I can hear some music, whether it's coming out of this or not. But anyways, yeah.
This one is just such a gem.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I can't pretend.
Everybody
like I've
feels that.
listened
Like,
to it
I don't want to go do anything. I just want to go lay in bed with my wife. And, you know.
See, of course, that's great. But to me, the song is more about like literally my favorite thing to do is sit in the basement and write songs. And if a song doesn't come, this is like me to the muse per se, being like, where the fuck are you? Why can't I make a song right now?
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought you were like, man, life.
This is awesome. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just assumed it was like.
I want to go out.
I don't want to go out. I just wanna, like, let's just take some currently legal
Yeah.
taxed drugs and
Yeah.
chill out and
Yeah.
watch the Real Housewives of whatever. These guys watch Housewives shows. They love it. They're trying. They're not. I mean, look at this man. Tattoo on his neck.
You be angling for the, Real Housewives of
Real
Virginia,
Housewives
Minnesota.
The Real Housewives
Of the range,
of
of the Iron
of
Range.
the Iron Range. Oh, I would
That
watch
would
the
be-
shit out of
I
that.
do not know who Lisa Rinna is. I've never heard of her.
Yeah. Do you watch any of that stuff?
No, I watch a show called Don't Tell the Bride. It's filmed out of the UK in Ireland, and they get 3 weeks to plan a wedding, but the groom has to do it. And the secret sauce is they can't talk for those 3 weeks, and they get like 10,000 pounds or euros, depending where they are, which is
Lucky Charms, whatever they're running with in Ireland.
exactly. But it's like $12,000, and I think it's probably maybe it's even 20 years old. But so many more people in the full wedding dress and everything, like parachuting down, where the poor wife is like, I fucking hate him. I hate him. A lot more on the football pitch, I'm getting married, because that's what this groom wants.
Right.
Or the groom really wants what the bride wants and has no clue. She loves heavy metal music. And then they'll flash the wife saying, remember I used to call that heavy metal shit because I just had a crush on him? The whole wedding is designed around. It is just.
See, that's funny. If any of us were in that and got $10,000, it'd be like, it would be a really short episode, because you would be like at the Justice of the Peach? The
Yeah.
Peach. The Justice of the Peace, and you would have $9,500 left over.
Yeah.
Well,
Why'd
sometimes.
you live in Ireland?
I have a master's degree in Irish literature, and then I was married to somebody from Ireland for a very long time.
Oh, awesome.
And he did when kids were little, we lived there, where he did his PhD there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what's Ulysses about?
The Day in the Life of Leopold
I
Bloom.
know. Fuck that. I've taught English for forever, and I've tried to read this book, and I'm like, I will light this fucking thing on fire.
Well,
I never got it.
now.
Okay, sorry.
Back to real life.
Don't.
I mean, she's gonna get kicked off the air.
Yeah.
You know.
Deep Dark Lake, and we're back. we're back. Yeah, I do love that song.
Me too.
Good, thanks.
It's an anthem. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You did
Well,
a good
It's
job.
pretty simple.
What's funny is because you had a discussion that people who were listening on the radio didn't get to hear about. You had one thought about what it was. You had different views of what the
Totally
song was
different.
about. So
Yeah.
I hate to ask you to pretend do that one again. But it's so interesting on so many
Yeah.
levels.
Well, yeah, I guess the thing was, like, sometimes I really, like, my escape is music in general, and sometimes I sit down and write a song, and if I feel like it's not coming, I'm like, where
Oh!
Oh,
Ding,
here
ding, 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 ding.
Like, why am I not finding anything? And that's kind of a song to that, whatever that entity is, of just like, I don't want to go out, I just want to sit here and make a song, and you're not showing up, you know? And I'm kind of stalking you, looking for it, you know?
I think my interpretation is way better.
So say what your interpretation
Mine
is.
is that it's like, I don't want to go out, I just want to, there's something, I don't want to go out, you know. Stop
Well, the
myself.
thing is, I
Nice.
never want to go out. So.
No, my God. I was like, I just want to, like, there's a comfort in, like, just laying in bed with your wife.
I'm
Like,
not denying
with your
that.
partner.
That's great too.
You know, to me, I read it like that, and the part should have seen me when I was younger. I could run real far. Wait till you see me. I'm cutting some lines out, but wait till you see me when I'm older. I'll be the one shooting rockets at the stars. It's
I don't
like
even know what that means. But.
I know in my mind what it means is that I am an active participant in this life,
Sure, yeah.
and I'm gonna, even when I'm old, I'm gonna be the guy that's out there doing cool stuff. Like getting interviewed on the radio
There you go.
for college when we're in
There
our
you go.
50s.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Sure.
I'm looking at the clocks, and I'm just gonna ask you guys about the show again
Just
to
tell us
remind
to get
folks.
the hell
I
out.
know,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
telling you.
Fine.
Because
They're not going to want to do this. Okay, we're playing. It's Friday, August 8th at Mortimer's. Covers like $500 actually is the cover for this one. It's 37 plus.
worth it,
Is
yeah.
the age restriction? You have to solve a riddle actually to get in. No, but we're
And it's an escape room.
It's
It's an escape room as well.
You have
yeah.
to explain what Ulysses is. Maybe I.
Oh yeah. You have to give us a one-page analysis of.
Yep, I'm all in.
I can't remember the guy's name.
James Joyce.
James Joyce's Ulysses. But yeah, and we're playing with our friend Eric Tassa, who we love dearly, used to sing for the Rock for Mules. His acoustic stuff is everywhere on Spotify. Ballad of a Winter Beard, incredible record. And we're playing with our friends Modern Dads. And there's a DJ whose name I can't remember, but I've heard he's fantastic, and I take his word for it.
All right. That's all the people need to know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
Yep. And I think I have time for one more song to play. I'm going to play High on Stress, Hold Me In.
Oh,
And
we love him.
Yeah, and High on Stress is playing July 26th at the Hewing Hotel.
Has Nick been in here?
No, I don't think we have